Hey guys, it's Sensei Brian again. We're going to do some of the basic strikes. There's 12 angles of strike that we learn with the Eskrima sticks. First thing I want to do though is talk a little bit about how to hold the stick. When you hold the stick, you want to hold it almost like you would a baseball bat or a golf club, except you take the bottom hand out. So there should always be the room for the bottom hand here. All right, so when you're holding your stick, always make sure that you've got a little bit of extra space there. This can be used for striking inside. It's called the punyo. Okay, it's actually a weapon for in-close fighting. It can hook things back in the neck. You can do some cool applications with this. Let's start with the strikes. Okay, there's 12 angles. For you guys who've done some weapons work, you'll notice the first 5, I think they're pretty similar, right, with your nunchaku strikes, that sort of thing. All right, angle 1, it's going to be a forehand. Comes out, okay? Notice how I'm checking with my left hand. I don't want to do this. See how my back's turned? I'm in a bad position. So when I strike, here, okay? Notice too when I'm striking, you want to lead with the punyo, or the butt end of the stick, okay? Then you're turning your wrist over. You're always trying to maintain a 90-degree angle, okay? A nice right angle there between the stick and your arm. You never want to be here, okay, or here. It's weakness. You don't have the ability to impart any energy with that. So 1, angle 2 just comes right back, okay? Angle 3 is low, maybe about your belt level. Angle 4 is back low again. Angle 5, okay, again, notice this is a poke. Don't do this. A lot of people are tempted to do this. This is an invitation to take the stick away from you. You want to keep that nice right angle. You're going to step up and strike like that. Angle 6, I'm going to roll my palm out facing away. Try and keep the elbow in a little bit. Okay, 6 is going to be a poke in like this. 7, turning it in, catching it here. 8 is just a backhand version of 6. Okay, so I'm like this. For angle 9, I'm going to bring it around to the back of my neck. I'm just going to drop my level. Don't bend. Drop your level, keeping your back straight. Taking out the knees or the ankles, okay, up to the shoulder. 10 is straight down, okay, so what I'm going to do here is stepping back with my right foot. It's going to come over the top of my head and down. Angle 11 is straight back up. Make sure that you rotate your palm up, so if you met some resistance, you have the back of your palm against that, just like you noticed with your bow staff training. Okay, so number 11 is right back up. And 12, watch this, it's a 2-part thing. I'm going to do a strike, what they call a watik, which is out and back, okay? It's a highline strike, out and back. As I bring it back, I'm going to fire out a left punch. Okay, so it's 1, 2, okay? Let's go a little bit quicker now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now watch, here's what we can do here. Start with your left foot forward. Start to work on your footwork. This is what we call the male pattern triangle. You'll notice this is what we do also when we do second basic kata, or futakata daini, okay? That triangle stepping at the end, all right? So every time I step, I strike. Step together and time your strike. Step together and time your strike. Except on the last one, okay? We're going to work on that, guys.
Martial Arts Academy. I wanted to show you a couple of the techniques that we are working on this month for self-defense. And the first one I'm going to be showing you is a release for a choke. So when a person comes in with a 2-handed choke this way, using both hands, you're going to be using this one. Usually when someone's trying to choke, they're using their thumbs to be able to cut off the air supply. So you can't breathe in, and that's how a choke works. So it's very important that you get the choke off of your throat so that you can breathe again. You have about 10 to 15 seconds before you really don't have any more strength. So the idea is to be able to get free very quickly. Now, let me show you how this is going to work. First, I'm going to step back into a guard stance or a walking stance. My front knee is bent. Back leg is pretty much straight so that if the person's pushing on me, I'm not going to get knocked back. My feet are as wide as my shoulders, so I'm nice and stable. And then from here, I'm going to take my hands up and I'm going to reach in like my hands are open, almost like a bird beak position like this, but they're going to be open and just hook around. Notice my thumbs, if you can see my thumbs are on this side. I'm not going to reach around and cup and grab the person's arm. It won't work very well. So this is just a plucking motion. I'm going to come up and out. Let me show it nice and slow. As I step back, my arms come up and around, building up speed, and then My wrists bend from the energy and pull out as if I'm ripping my shirt open like I'm Superman. And this is why we call it the Superman choke. Okay, release so that you can do it just like Superman would. Over and rip out. Now my fingertips touch my shoulders. And then their arms are going to be trapped right in here. I'm going to show that in just a second. But just to show it again in slow motion, up and explode out as I use my deltoid back muscles to try and touch my elbows behind me. My fingertips are touching here. And some nice easy counters are going to be a knee or a forehead strike using the top of your head against the bridge of their nose. Okay, let's do this a little bit more explosively here. Just like that. You want to really explode into it, and then adding some counters, and right back up. You can do strikes either way. Come here, get free, forehead strike, knee to the groin, or either way. 1, 2. Okay. Good. Miss Davis, can I come out? Can you show that with me? Okay. So Miss Davis and I will do this release now, nice and slow. She's going to choke here. When she does, she puts her thumbs on my collarbone. She squeezes tight. She's got a foot forward, so she's nice and stable. My arms come up, pluck out, I knee underneath, and forehead strike. Okay, let's do it with a little bit of speed here. Good. And that time, go ahead, keep your hands up. Good. Just like that. And when you knee, for real, go ahead one more time. You want to make sure to move in a little bit so you're coming underneath. If you're very far away, let's say you're younger and it's an adult attacking you, you can use a straight leg, just like a football kick. You come up here and punt low. Okay? Thank you very much.